Four objects are shown below. It's acted by two forces, which the objects is in equilibrium.
We did it once, huh? Already.
Yeah.
Answer is?
It's the same one, I think.
The answer is? Just tell me which one.
Is B.
Yes, exactly.
B.
Okay, yes. Moved on to question 4.
The answer is B.
Exactly, yes.
Which of the following collections of property contain only features which can be changed by a resultant force? The speed, direction, temperature, speed, direction, resultant force. C. The shape, speed, and direction.
Temperature can be changed by resultant force. Yes, exactly. That is C. Well done. Now you can move to the next harder part. Yeah, the hard part there.
Two forces act on an object at right angles.
You don't need to read it out loud. You can read it silently, okay? And just explain the answer. Right angle to each other. Two forces.
A.
Okay. Yes, it is correct. Answer A. That's correct. Well done.
Acceleration is.
Have you learned Newton's second law, Newton's laws of motion? Have you learned that in school? Because to answer this question,
can you say it again?
Have you learned Newton's laws of motion, like Newton's first law, Newton's second law?
No.
Not yet. You haven't learned Newton's law, right?
Wait, let me check.
There are three laws of Newton's. The first law is about inertia. An object at rest remains at rest. An object in motion remains moving with constant velocity when there is no force acting on it, or the total force acting on it is zero.
Oh, wait. Acceleration over mass.
So you already learned that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The first law is like
which law you're talking about? Second law?
Yeah, I don't remember.
Newton's second law states that the acceleration that an object obtains is proportional to the resultant force acting on it and inversely proportional to the mass of the object. This is a link to read a little bit more about Newton's second law.
I see.
I'm looking for a photo of the second law note so that it can help you with taking note. I think this note here, the picture here, is good enough so that you can write a similar note or similar to this one. Okay. The statement of the Newton's law is in the link by Jutes. How to pronounce that? Check the pronunciation. That is an Indian link, quite a famous website by Jutes. Okay. The point is, acceleration is proportional to net force and inversely proportional to the mass. The mass of the object is proportional to the inertia of it. The heavier the mass of the object, meaning greater mass, the smaller acceleration it obtains from a constant force. Okay. Return to the question. You should take note, like in the first photo that I sent, F net equal ma, where let me remove the second photo. F net is the total force, meaning you have to add all the forces acting on an object by vector addition rule. Yeah, and probably in later question we'll see that there are forces acting on one object in different directions. So, for example, the two forces are perpendicular to each other, and the resultant force is the diagonal of the rectangle that you just answered in the previous question. Để mà tính cái acceleration thì mình cần phải tìm cái net force trước ha, và cái net force nó là sum của tất cả các force tác dụng lên trên vật đó, và các cái force đó mình phải cộng với nhau theo vector addition ha, vector addition, not a number addition. So for this problem about the bus, now think and explain to me how you find the drag force. Read the statement carefully again and focus on the numbers, the units. What can we derive? We get it from the given acceleration 1.2 meter per second square. Acceleration is 1.2 meter per second square.
1.2 meter second square, meter per second.
That acceleration is the net force divided by the mass of the bus, where the net force is the pushing force forward 7 Newton, subtract the drag force D. You can see my typing in the Skype. If your screen is big, you can split the screen into 2 halves, like what I'm doing now. Here, let me show you. So I can split the screen into 2 parts like this, so that I can see 2 contents at the same time. Like I read, I see your screen and see the textbook at the same time. If your screen is large enough, monitor. So,
yes.
Do you understand the thing, the equation that I type in? Acceleration is the net force divided the mass, and the net force is 7,000 Newton forward. Subtract the drag force.
Yes, I understand.
Yeah, subtract the drag force. So from that equation, we can solve for the drag force. Okay, because the net force is the mass multiplied with the acceleration, the drag force will be equal to 7 Newton subtract ma. M is the mass of the bus and a the acceleration.
Okay, so it is 7,000 minus the
7,000 minus 2,500. 2,500 multiplied with 1.2.
But 2,500 is in kilogram, not in Newton.
That is the mass. 2,500 kilogram is the mass. Multiply the mass with the acceleration gives the net force. Newton is equivalent to kilogram multiplied with meter per second squared.
Okay, so it's 7,000 minus the 2,500 times 1.2. So I get D is 4,000 Newton. Yes,
4,000 Newton. I'm considering buying the license of this website. It's about 400 Vietnamese dong per month if I purchase for the whole year. The price greater when I purchase it just for a short time, like month, 800 for a month. Okay, so the answer is 4,000 Newton, and I want to make sure that you understood it. Have you?
Yes, I'm writing
good.
I'm writing the equation.
And you should draw a diagram. A 7,000 Newton forward greater than the drag force. 7,000 Newton to the right, and the drag force to the left is less, and the resultant force F net equals 7,000 minus D equal MA, which is 2,500 multiplied with 1.2. So D equal to 7,000 minus 2,500 multiplied with 1.2, and the answer is 4,000 Newton.